stop eating lots of high-fat food like eggs and avocados before your workout because they're going to reduce your training performance, and here's why. Right then, guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be going over exactly what you should be eating before your workouts to maximize your performance in the gym and, get the most gains possible. So the first and most important thing in the pre-workout is carbs. So you want to be having a meal about 2 to 3 hours before your workout that's heavy in carbs. So this can be something like a bowl of porridge or some rice. Now, this is because carbs like these are slow digesting. And so the reason we're going to have this is that it helps you feel full for longer periods of time. And there's a bunch of stuff that shows that actually being full helps performance, believe it or not. And the second thing this is going to do for you is going to fill up your glycogen stores. Now, in yesterday's video, I went into this in more detail. But glycogen, you can think of like the energy for your car, like the energy for your muscles. The same way you would have oil in a car, glycogen, which comes from carbs, is like the energy for your muscles. So that's what you need to be having a few hours before your workout. Then about 30 minutes to an hour, preferably 30 minutes before your workout, you want to be having some faster carbs, faster digesting carbs to give you that carb rush. This is why you see people like powerlifters having things like Sour Patch Kids and other sweets right before your workout. It's so they can get that spike in sugar into their bloodstream, and it's going to mean that they're going to be fatigued slower. Because basically, your muscles are going to have more energy, so it takes longer to fatigue, so you can push harder and get more gains. So, you want something fast digesting, as I said. So this could be things like banana, honey, or rice cakes. So that's carbs. The second thing is protein. Now, protein doesn't actually help before your workout because its only real job is to repair muscles, and you haven't trained, so your muscle isn't really in need of repair yet. But it's still useful to have about at least 30 grams of protein just around every meal because it's going to make sure your muscles are still doing muscle protein synthesis. So, they're going to be repairing muscles from, say, yesterday's workout or the day before's workout. So it's still useful to have about 30 grams of protein. But you don't need to stress about this because it doesn't change how you perform. Now, the third thing is fats. Now, people make a mistake with fats because even though they're healthy and good for you, because you can forget what random people online say about fats being bad for you. You need fats for your hormones and everything. But before your workout is the only real time in the day you want to reduce the fats as much as possible. Why is this? Because fats are the most caloric dense out of carbs, protein, and fats. And so they're going to take the longest to digest. So just imagine you're pulling heavy weight on the deadlift. Then you just get that like vomiting sensation at the top of the rep because your body is still churning around the food like a machine. So that's why you want to limit the amount of fats that you're getting pre-workout. So your body's digested most of the food and you don't feel sick during your workout. And the fourth thing and final thing is caffeine. Now, I've never actually personally took any real caffeine supplement, and I've only had coffee or tea like twice or so in my life. And it may be useful for some people to have some pre-workout or an energy drink because it helps you focus in on the lift. Of course, I haven't tried it before, so I can't give my experience. But overall, I recommend limiting the amount of caffeine you have to about, say, 400 milligrams. 'Cause what some people do is they consume large amounts of caffeine, just overdosing on it, and then they're going to develop like an addiction to it. And that's just not good. That's just not a good thing because then when you don't have it, you're literally like not going to be able to train. So just overall for caffeine, limit it to about 400 milligrams. If you're already taking it, keep taking it if it works. And if you're not taking it, uh, you might want to try taking it if you'd like to. So just to summarize what we've went over, the first and most important thing is carbs. So you want to have a carb-heavy meal with slow digesting carbs about 2 to 3 hours before your workout, and then a quick snack of fast digesting carbs about 30 minutes before your workout. Second thing's protein. You just want to be getting about 20-30 grams at least just to keep up muscle protein synthesis. The third thing is fats. Try to limit them because they take a long time to digest, and so you don't want to feel sick during your workout. And the last thing is caffeine, which I've never personally took, but it might be useful if you find it to be useful. But try to limit that to about 400 milligrams to prevent any addiction. So that's going to be all for today's video on what you should be having before going to the gym to maximize performance. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.